Hi, I'm MamoTube and welcome to the Fun Games Iceberg. Fun games are unofficial video games made by fans, based by famous franchises such as Mario and Sonic. The iceberg contains 7 layers, and the entries are ranked by obscurity. I use the HP bar to show my confidence during the video. Full HP, I thought I know the entries. 0 HP, I don't know the games in question. Keep in mind I don't mention every popular game because there's not enough space for my chart. That being said, let's dive in. Sonic before and after the sequel, the most popular fun games. Their intercourse between Sonic 1 and Sonic 3 and tell what happened before and after Sonic 2. They're praised for the gameplay, but criticized for frame rate issues. Sonic HD, the HD version of Sonic 1, 2 and 3. Sonic Smackdown, a fighting game with Sonic characters made by Arc Forged. The movesets are inspired by Street Fighter and Super Smash Bros. Sonic P06, the unofficial PC remake of Sonic 06 made by Chaos S. There are important features such as optional 21:9 aspect ratio, graphic settings and less glitches. Sonic GT, an awesome game where the gameplay has both elements of adventure and boost titles. Sonic reaches height speed in 4 big levels to explore. It also features rare, mighty cutscenes and voice acting. Flash games. Internet had Flash fun games. For example, Ultimate Flash Sonic, inspired by Sonic Advance. Flash Player was closed down in 2021 and it's not available in most of search engines. ROMhacks, their modifications of old video games. Gamers consider them as fun games because they fan-made contents, despite they're different, because they're not made from scratch and they mostly consist of new levels and music. Undertale Yellow, the Undertale prequel that tells the story of Clover, the kid with the soul of justice. Super Mario Flashback, something made with love to the Mario franchise. The thing I like are the animations. They're so smooth. The only flaw is performance issue during the menu in some PCs. I hope it gets fixed in future updates. Super Mario 64 HD. It's a Unity remake of Mario 64 with 60 FPS, height poly models, and huge graphic overhaul. Sadly, there's only Bomb Bomb Battlefield and it's cancelled due to copyright. Psycho Waluigi, a spin-off dedicated to Waluigi, a fan favorite character. He attacks enemies with psychic powers of the Psycho Iris. Eggs for Bart, a horror game with The Simpsons. You play as Homer Simpson, who must collect 24 eggs hidden in his home. Sonic Time Twisted, a classic Sonic game inspired by Sonic CD. There's time travel, but only for 2 periods, past and future. Super Mario 63. It's like Super Mario 64 but in 2D, in which you collect shine sprites and star coins. The power-ups are power cups and flood. Super Smash Fresh 1 and 2. Super Smash Bros. Made in Fresh Player. The roster is interesting. Goku, Naruto, Luffy, Chrono, Blue, Blade, Inuyasha, and Mr. Incredible. It's basically Smash Bros. With anime characters. FNAF Fan Games. Tons of fun contents are made for this overrated franchise. Undertale Fan Games. Most of them are about bosses, alternative universes like Undertale, or original stories for the franchise. Examples are Undertale Yellow and Undertale Red. Banned fan games. When fan games were too controversial or remake official games, they would get banned, usually due to the MCA. IM2R and Pokémon Uranium are the major cases. Besides that, they're also removed from the Game Awards of 2016. I'm angry toward copyright and the MCA because I feel sad when games get banned, fan-made and not. Sonic Robo Blaster 2. It's an open source 3D platformer made with a modified version of Doom Legacy port, and it's in development for over 2 decades. The level design is inspired by classic Sonic titles, and there's massive mod support in form of add-ons. SLB2 Kart, the definitive racing game, with lots of characters and over 100 maps for 2 game modes. The controls are hard to learn, but satisfying when you get better. Super Smash Bros. Crusade. Another Smash Bros. Fun game bigger than Super Smash Fresh, with more characters, cool stages, and better graphics. It's not the definitive Smash Bros. Because, in my opinion, the roster has questionable choices and Wolf is missing. At least we have Rayman and Crystal. Unfair Mario. Super Mario, but intentionally unfair. Todd Strikes Back, a spin-off about Todd, made by Thunder Dragon. It's set centuries after Bowser's death. Kamek descendant and the Koopa clan attempt to resurrect him using the 7 star spheres. The protagonist is Todd, and he decided to stop them. Dust Tale, based on a AO with the same name, when after 327 genocide routes, Sans remembers the pain of his deaths. For this reason, he's determined to stop this violence. Sans is extremely well written. There's attention on his psychology during this desperate situation. Highly recommended if you want well-written stories. FNAF World Adventure and Super FNAF World. Just Five Nights at Freddy's Fun Games. Scratch. It's a website used to create simple video games and to learn the basics of programmation. You can find some fun games, but they're basic. Meme fun games. Self-explanatory. They're made only for memes. There are Super Mario 64, Super Mario Bros. Legend of the Lost Kingdom, and last but not least, Sonic the Game. I don't recommend them due to bad game design, and I don't like when memes gets implemented in video games, especially about Super Smash Bros. Mario. It's Super Mario Bros. With the portal gun. Super Mario Bros. X. It's a platformer from the early 2010s made by the developer of Terraria. This game stands out from the others with the Billy Gun and Link. You can also create your levels and world. Super Mario Bros. Crossover. It's a literal crossover set in Super Mario Bros. Besides Mario and Luigi, there are iconic characters from NES and SNES consoles. Only 10 playable characters have their abilities. The other ones are skins. I love this game, especially for the difficulty and the theme's settings. Really, easy mode is easy. You know it too. The unofficial sequel of Noid. The protagonist is Noid, the mascot of Domino's Pizza. He seeks revenge on Mike Hatsune for trying to replace him with his daughter, Hatsune Miku. Sonic Dimensions. It's a boost Sonic game with Sonic Advance art style. You can play as Sonic and Shadow. Sadly, it was never completed. It would be cool if it's an official game. Sonic Chrono Adventure. The sequel for Sonic after the sequel, taking place after Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's heavily story driven and there's also time travel. Mega Man Rock Force, a Mega Man fan game developed by Goldwater DLS. The game follows the story of the Rock Force, a team of 8 robot masters. Don't forget about the quantity of difficulty settings. Besides stage settings, there's also damage quantity. That's really a game-saving feature. Rayman Redemption. It's a reimagined version of the original Rayman from 1995. It features new contents, such as new levels and minigames. Mario Combat, a flash game. It's set in Bowser's castle and Mario fights against Bowser and Koopas with martial arts. Streets of Rage Remake. It's basically a Mega Miss version of Streets of Rage Trilogy. It's possible to choose your route and playstyle for your fights. It also features a level with the motorcycle and removal of censorship. Mario the Music Boss, a horror game developed by Team Eri, in which Mario explores an haunted mansion and finds out why people never come back from it. I love this game because it's 13 plus, like a T-rated game. And that's something never seen before. The only flaw is the excessive button mashing. Thankfully, it's fixed in Mario the Music Boss arc. Creepypasta Land. It's made with RPG Maker vs Ace. There's an original story with creepypasta characters. Danganronpa Rebirth. It's a fake Danganronpa game concept created as an April joke. Sonic Madventure. It's a Sonic RPG made by Red 16. It features MIDI music and Red himself appears as a character. Red 16 was also a Easter egg in SLB2. Eggman Hates Furries, an untraditional game based on boss battles. DDLC Outbreak, the apocalyptic version of DDLC. It's not a virus pandemic, it's a zombie plague. I found out that the DLC Outbreak is a mod, not a fun game. Sorry about this mistake. Super Mario Dimensions, an 8-bit game set between Mario Bros. 3 and Mario World, featuring the dimension switching gimmick. Mario can switch between two dimensions to change the appearance and design of levels, and new power-ups, the jetpack and laser flower, can appear in levels and shops. Sadly, there are two issues. World 8 is unfair, and Easy Mode doesn't change the level design. I love this game, but I can't accept these issues. Mega Man Perfect Blue, a platformer that aims to reinvent the classic Mega Man gameplay. Both Mega Man and Roar are playable characters. Kanye Quest 3030. It's a RPG about the musical artist Kanye West. It was created in RPG Maker by Phoenix. Star Fox Grounded. It's an RPG with Falco Lombardi as the protagonist. After a retrieval mission goes wrong, the Star Fox team finds themselves scattered across a mysterious planet. Falco looks for his teammates as he fights against a robot species that are taking over the planet. SLB2 Riders, the SLB2 version of Sonic Riders. Super Mario Bros. 8, an awesome sequel for the non-existent Super Mario Bros. 7. Besides Mario, there's also Gabby, an awesome OC. Super Mario PC Fun 2. It's a compilation of various genres, such as RPG, Mario Kart, and sports. There's also a platform game, despite it's made with RPG Maker, an engine about RPGs. It's weird, but I love it, because it's an ambitious project. Super Mario Construct. It's a game with a level editor in Super Mario World art style. It features 2 layers for the background and items from other Mario titles. Third Escape. It's the sequel of Omni Chaos, in which Sonic fights against alien-like creatures. Mushroom Kingdom Fusion, a forgotten crossover. It has various playable characters and tons of levels, with landscapes from Mega Man, Sonic, and Metal Slug. The things I dislike are enemies spam and difficulty spikes. This game has potential. If difficulty gets fixed, it would be a masterpiece. Kingdom Hearts Mugen. It's a Mugen pack with Kingdom Hearts characters. The roster is bad. There are lots of clones for Sora and Roxas. They waste slots for fighters like Xehanort and Xigbar. Besides that, we need a Kingdom Hearts fighter game. Disney needs to let this happen. Gyakushoun Saint Henry. It's a lost game about Ace Anthony, in which characters are replaced by anthropomorphic animals. Only the demo is available, but it was a cool concept. Before Layer 7, here's some honorable mentions. Sonic Robo Blaster 1. I Wanna Be the Boshi, Black Mesa, and others. Yoshi's Fabrication Station. It's basically Yoshi Island with a level editor. Yume Nikki Fan Games. It's about an indie game in which you explore various dream worlds. They're creepy like the original. Secret Mario Chronicles. It's a Mario clone in which Mario gets replaced by a kid. Despite it got over 3 million downloads, it had fallen into obscurity. Sonic Gather Battle. It's a fighting game inspired by both Sonic Battle and Super Smash Bros. Despite it's a free fun game, there's DRM to block cheats. DRM is used to stop piracy in Steam, but in this game is for something way different. There are admin permissions during the installation. Because of that, the developers can give viruses and mess up the game if you search for cheats. This is illegal. Nobody should mess up PCs for single-player cheats, even when there's an online mod. After these atrocities, the game was banned from Sage. It's a shame there are viruses because it looks fun. Why developers act like that? Not safe for work fun games. Self-explanatory. It refers to adult games with explicit contents. For example, Peach Untold Tale. However, most of these games are banned, despite the adult-only age rating exists. Creepypasta fan games. They replicate creepypasta stories or contain their characters with unique stories like Creepypastaland and Giftscope. Sonic Adventure 3. This game never came out officially. It was a lost fan game, inspired by modern Sonic. There are videos about it, but its game jot page is empty. Well, now I end the video. I started this project months ago, but I had difficulties to finish it. But this summer it's complete and public, thanks to the help I got on Discord and Reddit. Fun games are my favorite game genre. They're part of my childhood and important for gaming. I hope gamers will give a try to them. Thanks for watching this video. I see you in the next video. Bye!